Hello, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here today to talk about the easiest way to go cold turkey on any bad habit. Welcome to the channel. This is a place where we help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so that you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. My friends, everything you always wanted is there inside of you, ready and waiting to be activated. If that sounds good, please subscribe. We'd love to have you join us on the channel. Today's discussion is going to be great. I'm really excited to talk to you about this. Over the last 8 months or so, since the beginning of the year, I have transformed my body. And I want to talk to you today about going cold turkey and how ridiculously simple and easy it is. That's if you have a story that it is. If you are someone who feels like going cold turkey is really, really hard, I want you to seriously consider this video and do the thought experiment that we are going to do in it today. Because really, what are our habits? Our habits are choices that we have put on autopilot. We have made the choice and the decision so many times that it's just automatic, right? We just automatically make the choice. But if we bring some awareness to our habits and we look at what we are valuing, that's going to explain why we're making the choices that we're choosing. And so values are the things that we want to look at. When we can change our values, our habits will automatically shift to adjust, and then our outcomes will be completely different. So what do you value? What do you prioritize? That is going to be the key to changing any bad habit and changing it fast, like today. I think when we take a look at values, most people do not sit down and analyze their values. They do not sit down and really look at the choices and the decisions that they're making and ask themselves whether those choices and decisions are serving the outcomes that they actually want. And what I mean by this is that in the context of my example, how I've shifted my body, I've shifted my diet, I have shifted my workout routines, my fitness level, that has all transformed in the last 8 months. And this was a very simple decision that I made at the beginning of the year. I'm going to get fit. I am going to get fit. And when we look at our values, again, unless we've really thought about this and brought awareness to it, we often have a lot of values. Things that are important to us are constantly shifting and changing. They're constantly shifting and changing. Many of us have, besides our 4 or 5 core values that are really important to us, many of us have many other values, things that we value that sometimes become very situational, right? And we can serve these different things and easily move into versions of ourselves, right? Different manifestations of who we are, if for a time being, we're willing to just pop over to a different value. In my case, the decision to be fit came from, I want to be beautiful. That was deep down, if I'm being totally honest with you, totally vulnerable, I wanted to be beautiful again. I didn't want to look in the mirror anymore and be disappointed with my body. I'm in my early 40s, and it's important to me to start to prioritize fitness more so that I don't spiral into looking old, feeling old, getting the aches and pains. I wanted to protect my body with muscle, with eating well, with working out. And so I changed my values, because really my values at the beginning of this were convenience. To be totally honest, my values were convenience. I had done meal prep so that I could literally just thaw out a meal every night. It was convenience. It was all about making time and space for the things that I actually wanted to be doing, and not so much time and space on cooking, eating right. I had a lot of convenience foods, so wraps, it was all about convenience for me. And taste. I liked carbs, I liked sugar, and I ate those things. I snacked at night because I felt hungry. That came from my value of convenience, right? And ease. That was what I was prioritizing. And because of that, unfortunately, I was heavy. I had put on some weight and because convenience and ease were my priority for the last few years, I had put on some weight. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. My clothes were tight. I didn't feel fit, right? I would get winded doing things. And I didn't like that. And how we know that our values have already shifted. When we desire to be something new, like in my case, when I desired to be fit, my values had already changed. The desire for a new state of being or a new version of yourself comes from the fact that your values have already changed. That is the desire is the signal that has already happened. So you are primed and ready to already step into that new version of you. Your values have shifted. You desire to be something different. You desire to drop this bad habit or pick up a new one or become fit or become beautiful or become rich or become loved, right? Your values have already shifted, and the desire is your flag, your green flag, like, hey, over here, to fully transition into that person. To fully transition. It is an invitation, like, come over here. This is already more important to you to be this person. What happens is we don't go over there. We stay where we are. We keep doing the things we're doing. And then our habits and our choices don't get us to that place, the new place where we are meant to be, destined to be, fated to be, want to be, desiring to be. We just don't follow the path. And so cold turkey is easy. Going cold turkey is easy when you really want to be in a new state or a new desire or a new version of yourself. It's easy because your values have already changed. So take a look at your values. What are you valuing right now that you're making the choices that you're making and you're not getting the outcomes that you want? And so when I let go of ease and convenience. I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to work. I'm willing to go to the gym. I'm willing to sweat. I actually enjoy when I get into it and make it a part of my routine, which I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going to the gym. I enjoyed sweating. I enjoyed working out and moving my body. That became more important, that feeling, that dopamine hit of going to the gym, pushing myself, being motivated, gave me the same dopamine payoff as ease and convenience once did. And so I started to serve that. I served going to the gym 4 days a week, consistently every week from January on, and I haven't stopped. When I then decided, I was like, I want to keep kicking this into the next gear. Right? I'm ready to add diet to the part of this to really get to where I want to be. Again, I went cold turkey 6 weeks ago on sugar and carbs. I went full keto. I went down to 2 meals a day, and I literally did it overnight. I still have like candy and carbs sitting in my kitchen that I have not touched, and I haven't been tempted to touch it because, again, I knew I'm ready to add diet to this and really jack up my results, really shed that last bit of weight, really get healthy, and complement the working out that I'm doing. I want to be able to see the muscle that I am making beneath the fat. I want to shed the fat. And so again, I went cold turkey 6 weeks ago and I have not looked back. This is so easy to do. You realize how much of you, the idea of who you are, is imagination. I talk about it all the time on this channel. We are imagination expressed. Everything you think you are if you just let go of, release the tight grip that you have on this is who I am, this is who I am, this is who I am. If we let go of that, our ability to shift ourselves and change ourselves and step out of the habits that we thought defined us becomes so simple and straightforward. And you know what? How did my values change? I decided that the taste of sugar, I can always go find sugar and carbs. It's immediately available to me. I could go drive to a fast food restaurant right now and get that taste, get that little neurochemical hit of pleasure from the taste of eating French fries or cake or all the things that I love. That's there for me. That is always there for me. But you know what I really wanted was to look in the mirror and not feel disappointed with my body. And so that was what was more important to me. And so when I went keto with intermittent fasting, that was what I was serving. I was serving being able to look in the mirror and feel pleased with myself. And the taste of that, the taste of every time I look in the mirror, every time I see myself in a picture, every time I now, am getting dressed in the morning, it makes me happy. I get that dopamine hit because looking my best, feeling healthy, feeling fit, watching the weight come off. I've lost probably, I would say, 15 to 20 pounds in the last 6 to 8 months. Watching it come off has been an incredible journey. And that is because I changed my values. I changed who I was serving. So I'm asking you, in that bad habit that you may want to get rid of, or any habit that you want to change, the decisions that you're making in the habit are coming from what value? What are you valuing most? What are you valuing most? Just shift that, because if you desire to be something different, your values have already changed. And do a gut check to see, do I really still value that? I mean, I'll admit, I love the taste of sugar. I fantasize about eating cake every day since I have gone keto, but I'm not tempted to do it. I am not tempted to do it. I don't desire to be where I was 8 months ago. I don't desire to be heavy again. I don't want to trade places with that version of me, but I understand her thinking. I can immediately step into her perspective and say, yeah, I could eat a whole cake. But a couple days ago, I had the pleasure of going through my closet, and a lot of my clothes were fitting me differently because I've lost weight. A lot of things that hadn't fit for a couple years now looked awesome on me. And I felt hot. I felt attractive. I felt beautiful. I played dress up. I put my heels on and these outfits that hadn't fit me for a while. And I paraded around. I put music on and I felt amazing. And that feeling is so much better than cake. Like it is. It's so much better than cake. So indulge yourself in the new value that you have, and the old habit will fall away. I guarantee it. Because this is the problem. When people have a story that going cold turkey is hard, or it's hard to change a habit, or it takes 21 days, or whatever the bull crap that we've been fed about habit change, it is instant the moment you shift your values. Serve something else, prioritize something else. You would be shocked at how easy it is to change your habits. Like, it really is simple. It is literally like putting on a different pair of clothes in the morning. Like, you're constantly changing your clothes. And right, when you think about each of your outfits, it's slightly different. It gives you a different look. It gives you a different feel. The feel of the fabrics against your skin are different every day. We literally can change ourselves with that type of ease when we come at it from the values level. Because again, when you start to prioritize something different, your habits will naturally change because you're making different decisions, right? I'm consciously deciding, like, I'm not even tempted by the carbs and the sugar that are in my cupboard right now. I was thinking, I should probably throw these away last week. it's just there. Like, you're not tempted by it because you have shifted your values. Like, looking at myself in the mirror, the pleasure I get from that now of feeling fit and healthy and, at my more ideal weight, that is so much more to me. So, this is really the secret to being who you want to be instantaneously, right? Because that was a decision that I made 6 weeks ago, and I'm still in it. I haven't popped back out into my old self. So, what do you value? What do you value? If you want to change any of your habits, you're already valuing something different. Serve that instead. Serve that instead, and it will be so easy to do the habit because literally versions of yourself are based on values. They're based on what is important to you. That is how we transition between states. That's how we transition between states of being, of what people say are versions of ourselves. It's what your value is. Bring that value of that person. What do they value? What's most important to them? And act from that. Serve that master, and your outcomes, your habits, your life will change automatically, and it will be easy and effortless. But it's when we continue to serve one master, the old master, and then we're trying to become that new. We're trying. Don't get stuck in the desert between being and trying. Just shift your values and shift them legitimately. And you'll find that that was always important to you, right? That value was always important to you. And the desire to be the new version was just your flag, your earmark, your beacon that you were already there. You were already there in imagination. And now you get to bring the physicality to that. That is the last piece into full beingness. So, thank you for watching. I know this was helpful to you. If you do need a tool to help you recondition your mind, make it a more peaceful, pleasant place, grab that below. It's always available to you for free. And if you have any comments, drop them below. I'm also happy to engage with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.